Hello and welcome to Replacement Player Baseball. Today we're going to see Game 2 of Cubs and Yankees in Yankee Stadium. The Cubs won Game 1 in nail-biting fashion, having to weather a late Yankee rally in order to secure the 10-9 win. Today's game perhaps will be a bit less dramatic, as we see the Cubs are sending Yu Darvish out to the mound today, making start number 16. He is 4-6 with a 3.92 ERA, 1.28 WHIP. He will be opposed by the Yankees' James Paxton, who is making appearance number 9 on the season, 5-0 with a 3.02 ERA and a sparkling 0.80 WHIP. The Yankees sending out a lineup today of Gardner, LeMahieu, Torres, Stanton, Judge, Sanchez, Voit, Andujar, and Holder. Very similar to what we saw yesterday. The Cubs today are sending out Bogarts in the leadoff spot, followed by Marcell Ozuna, Bryant, Horner at DH, Happ, Santana, Tauchman, and Fegley doing the catching. It is 77 degrees, wind blowing right to left at 13 mph, and this game is about to get underway. James Paxton is going to be on the mound facing Xander Bogaerts, Cubs leadoff hitter, in the top of the first inning. Cubs coming in with yesterday's win, sporting a record of 40-42, third place in the NL Central. Yankees still leading the AL East at 48-33. Paxton on the mound, looking for the sign, and Bogarts waiting patiently for the pitch. Here it comes. And that's going to be popped up to center. Center fielder ranges over, makes the play in left center, Gardner, for out number 1. Ozuna now batting. Full count, 1 out pitch to Ozuna. He had the day off yesterday. And Ozuna wraps one into left field, but basically directly at Stanton for out number 2. Bryant now batting, 2 outs, nobody on, 1-2 count. And Bryant swings and misses for strike 3. That was a fastball at 95. We go to the bottom of the first. It is 0-0. 2-2 count. Darvish working against Gardner. And here's the pitch. That's off the end of the bat toward left field, going the opposite way. At the wall, and Ozuna makes the catch for out number 1. Long run there, but Ozuna does reel it in. And now LeMahieu batting. 2-2 count, 1 out. LeMahieu grounds to third. Bryant over to first, and the throw gets away. Santana is not able to field it, and LeMahieu is safe at first on the throwing error. So that brings up Gleyber Torres. 1 out, 1 man on. 3-1 count to Torres, and that is a changeup outside. A curveball outside for ball 4. So first and second, 1 out, Stanton batting. 1-2 count to Stanton. Here's the pitch from Darvish. That's going to be a line drive into left field going all the way to the wall. That's going to drive in at least 1 run. Runner comes around. He stops at third. No, he keeps going. The throw comes home, and he is safe. So the Stanton RBI double drives in 2. And the Yankees have taken another first inning lead, this time 2-0 off Darvish. Man, I really thought that throw was going to get home in time, but it didn't work out that way. So Judge now batting, runner on second, 1 out, 0-2 count from Darvish with the pitch. And that is a high fly ball to right field. Hayward looks up, and that one is gone. So Judge blasts one out of the park, 384 feet to right field, and the Yankees now have a 4-0 lead. Unfortunately, the similarities to yesterday's game are just starting to pile up. Sanchez now batting, 1 out, nobody on. Darvish still trying to navigate this first inning. He gets a pop-up to center, and Jackie Bradley goes back and makes the catch for out number 2. Voit now batting with 2 outs, nobody on, 1-2 count. And Voit watches strike 3 go by on a slider. So Darvish does get out of the inning, but not before allowing 4 to score. We go to the top of the second, 4-0 New York. Nico Hoerner leading off, top of the second inning against James Paxton. 1 count to Hoerner. Here's the pitch. That's popped up to right. It's going to be playable but deep, just in front of the warning track for out number 1. Judge makes the play on that one, and now Happ is the batter. 1 count, 1 out, and Happ knocks one right up the middle. He just about took Paxton's head off with that one. Line drive up the middle for a single with 1 out. Ian Happ standing on first. Danny Santana the next batter. 2-1 count to Santana. And there's a grounder to third. The throw goes to second, the relay to first, and the side is retired. Ground ball double play. 5-4-3 if you're scoring at home. Going to the bottom of the second of a 4-0 New York lead. Darvish pitching to Andahar here in the bottom of the second. Full count, payoff pitch to Andahar, leading off the second inning. And he lines one into center field. A diving play, and Bradley comes up with it. That is the first out of the inning. Excellent defensive work right there by Jackie Bradley to rob a base hit. Holder now batting, 1 out, 1-2 count. And Holder watches strike 3 go by. So that is called strike 3, strikeout number 2 on the day for Darvish. Gardner now batting, 2 outs, nobody on, 3-0 count from Darvish. And that is inside for ball 4. Walk number 2 on the day for Darvish. LeMahieu now batting, 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the second inning, 1-1 count. Popped up to right, playable, Hayward coming in, and he grabs it for out number 3. Yankees get a runner, but they do not score. We go to the top of the third, 4-0 New York. Tauschman leading off for the Cubs. He's playing right today. Apparently he's playing right instead of Hayward, and I didn't catch that until just now. So he was the one that looked up and watched that home run fly over his head. Anyway, Tauschman, with a 1-strike count, batting here in the top of the third. He pops it up on the infield. Shortstop goes back, makes the catch behind second base for out number 1. Fegley now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 1 count to Fegley. Grounder up the middle. Shortstop has it, throws to first for out number 2. Jackie Bradley now batting, 2 outs, nobody on. 1-2 count from Paxton. Here's the pitch. And that is strike 3 called. So that is the end of the inning for the Cubs. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the bottom of the third, 4-0 Yankees. Gleyber Torres leading off against Darvish. 1-2 count. Darvish working. There is strike 3 called on Torres as he watches that slider go by on the outside half of the plate. Stanton now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count to Stanton. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a liner into right field. It's going to drop in for a base hit. Stanton stops at first with a single. And now Judge batting. Judge is 1 for 1 with a home run and 2 RBIs today. 1-2 count to Judge. Let's see if Darvish can come up with a better plan this time. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on a fastball outside the zone. Nice pitch selection there by Darvish. Definitely better than the first time around. Sanchez now batting. 2 outs, 1 man on, 2-2 count, and Darvish gets him to swing and miss at the fastball. Strikeout number 5 for you, Darvish. We're going to the top of the fourth. It is 4-0 New York. Xander Bogaerts leading off against Paxton for the Cubs in the top of the 4th inning. Bogaerts waiting for the 2-2 pitch. Pops it up, shallow left field. Going to be playable. And Stanton comes in and makes the catch, out number 1. Ozuna now batting, 1 out, nobody on, 2-2 count to Ozuna. Popped up to left again. This time Stanton makes the catch heading toward third base, and it is out number 2. Chris Bryant now batting, 2 outs, nobody on, 1-2 count to Bryant. Here's the pitch. And Bryant crushes one to right field. That is going to be a home run for Chris Bryant down the right field line. 345 feet off the bat of Chris Bryant, and the Cubs have cut the Yankees' lead down by 25%. It is now 4-1 New York. Nico Hoerner batting with 2 outs, nobody on. 1 count. Hoerner waiting for the pitch. And Hoerner pops it up behind second base. The shortstop has it, And that is out number 3. Well, the Cubs score 1 on the Chris Bryant solo shot. We're going to the bottom of the 4th. It is 4-1 New York. Voit leading off for the Yankees against Darvish. Darvish has 66 pitches here, starting out the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 count, Darvish working. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Check swing, the appeal, and that is ruled a strikeout. So Andahar now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 2-2 count from Darvish. Here's the pitch. Popped up to center. Bradley coming in and making the catch for out number 2. Holder now batting. He's coming up with 2 outs, nobody on. Full count pitch from Darvish. Strike 3 called. Darvish gets strikeout number 7. Yankees are retired in order in the 4th. We go to the top of the 5th. It is 4-1 New York. Ian Happ leading off for the Cubs. Trying to come back here in the top of the 5th inning. Down by 3. Happ waiting for the first pitch from Paxton. Here it comes. And that's going to be popped up behind shortstop. I believe it's going to be playable. And Holder has it for out number 1. Santana now batting. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike count to Santana. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a liner. That'll be a base hit to left. Santana gets a 1-out single, and the Cubs bring Tauschman up now with 1 out and 1 man on. 0-2 count to Tauschman. And there's a grounder to first. The pitcher covers, and Paxton is late covering first base, so Tauschman has an infield single. Santana advances to second. The Cubs now have first and second and 1 out. Seems like that ground ball should have been converted into an out, but the Yankees are not able to execute. And now Fegley comes up with 1 out, 2 men on. 2-2 count to Fegley. Strike 3 called. That pitch looked like it was down and in, but the umpire rung him up anyway. And now Bradley is the batter. 2 outs, 2 men on. Cubs trying to come back in a 4-1 ball game. 2-2 count to Bradley. Paxton with the pitch. Strike 3 called. And Bradley is sent back to the dugout with a fastball. Well, the Cubs strand 2. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 4-1 New York. Yu Darvish facing Gardner here to lead off the bottom of the 5th inning. 3-0 count from Darvish. Here's the pitch. Ball 4 low. Walks him on 4 straight. 27 walks on the season for Gardner. And now LeMahieu is going to bat with nobody out. 1 man on. First pitch from Darvish. Here it comes. That's going to be a liner right at the shortstop. Bogarts fields, throws to first, and they complete the double play. That line out resulted in Gardner getting caught off first base. He took too much of a lead, and now the Cubs have 2 outs and nobody on. Nice execution there by the Cubs infield defense and awareness to throw the ball to first and double off that runner. So Torres now batting. 2 outs, nobody on. 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Bryant has it. Throws to first. And that is out number 3. Well, we go to the top of the 6th inning. It is still 4-1 Yankees. Bogarts batting in the top of the 6th. Facing Paxton, who's coming out with 63 pitches. 2-2 count. Bogarts waiting for the pitch. And Bogarts lines that one over the third baseman's head, down the left field line. This is going to be extra bases for Bogarts. He's cruising into second, sliding in with a double. So Bogarts leading off the Cubs half of the 6th with a double. And now Ozuna is going to come up to bat. Nobody out, runner in scoring position. First pitch to Ozuna, and he lines one into left field. That's going to drop in for another base hit. The runner rounds third. He is heading home. The throw comes home. He slides. He is safe. And the Yankees lead is now 4-2 on the RBI single from Ozuna. Chris Bryant now batting. He already has a home run in today's game. 12 on the season. He is 1 for 2 today. Representing the tying run here in the top of the 6th inning for the Cubs. 1-2 count. Bryant waiting for the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him on the cutter. So Bryant heads back to the dugout. He is out number 1 and strikeout victim number 5 for James Paxton. Nico Horner now batting. 1 out, 1 man on. 2-1 count to Horner. That's going to be a base hit past the third baseman into left field. That'll be a single for Horner. First and second now and 1 out. As Ozuna advances on the single, and now Happ is the next batter. 1 out, 2 on. Happ coming up, 1-2 pitch. And Happ grounds up the middle. The shortstop has it. Throws to second, but there is no relay to first. The double play is broken up at second base. And on the fielder's choice, Happ is safe on first. Ozuna advances to third. Santana now up with 2 outs and runners on the corners. Cubs trying to score some more runs here in the top of the 6th inning. 1-2 count to Santana. Grounder to first. That'll be routine. The first baseman steps on the bag, and that is out number 3. Well, the Cubs have now cut into the lead once again. It is 4-2 New York going in the bottom of the 6th. Stanton batting. He will face the new Cub pitcher, Nick Burdi. Burdi comes in the bottom of the 6th inning. He's thrown 11 2/3 innings, 7 walks, 14 strikeouts, and a 2.31 ERA. Burdi, with the 2-1 count, working to Stanton here in the bottom of the 6th. And here's the pitch. Grounder to third, Bryant comes in, scoops it up, throws to first, and that is an infield single for Giancarlo Stanton. However, he is in pain. The trainer comes out to check out his left leg, and they take him out of the ball game. So Stanton, although hustling down to first, beats out the infield single, apparently did so at the expense of his left hamstring. So Judge now batting. He will come up with nobody out, runner on first, Yankees up 4-2. 2-2 count to Judge. And here's the pitch. And that is crushed. That is down the left field line, and that is going to be a 2-run shot as Ozuna watches that one leave the yard. 381 feet down the left field line. Judge managed to judge that one correctly, and he has put the Yankees up 6-2. Sanchez now coming up. There is nobody out, and the Yankees already have 2 runs in this inning. 1-2 count to Sanchez. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Burdi is now in pain. The trainer comes out to check him out. He clutched his shoulder after throwing that pitch, and they're going to take Burdi out of the ball game. So he only faces 3 batters and retires 1. And Zach Britton will be the new pitcher for the Cubs. He comes in, he has thrown 31 2/3 innings, 23 walks, 34 strikeouts, 3.41 ERA. So Britton will face Voit with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Britton looking for the sign, and here's the pitch. There's a grounder to third. Bryant has it. The throw goes to first, and they do not retire that runner either. That's the 2nd infield hit of the inning. Maybe Bryant's just playing too far back at third base. I don't know. But Andahar now batting with 1 out, 1 man on. Britton working the first pitch to Andahar, and that is crushed. Left center field. That is another home run for the Yankees. 3 on the day for this team. 4 runs now in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Yankees have put an exclamation point on this game now with an 8-2 lead. 414 feet for Andahar, his 10th home run of the season. Holder now coming up with 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch from Britton. Here it comes. Grounder to first. Britton covering. The throw goes to first, and that is out number 2. So Gardner now batting with 2 outs and nobody on. 2-1 count from Britton. Grounder to second. Happ has it. Throw goes to first, but the throw is late. I don't even know how that throw could be late between second and first base. But Brett Gardner has the 3rd infield single of the inning for the Yankees. These infield singles are giving me headaches, I'm not going to lie. LeMahieu now batting. 2 outs, 1 man on. 0-2 count to LeMahieu, and Britton strikes him out swinging on the curveball. So finally, the inning ends after the Yankees score 4 runs on 2 2-run homers. And it is 8-2 New York going to the top of the 7th inning. Tauschman now batting against Paxton here in the top of the 7th. He's going to lead off for the Cubs. They're going to send up Tauschman, Fegley, and Bradley in the top of the 7th. 2-1 count to Tauschman. Here's the pitch. Popped up, foul territory, first base side, and that is caught for out number 1. Fegley now batting, 1 out, nobody on. 0-1 count to Fegley. Here's the pitch. And Fegley drills one into left field. That is going to clear the wall. That is a home run. Fegley makes the game 8-3 in favor of New York in the top of the 7th inning. 383 feet out to left center field. So Bradley now batting, 1 out, 1 run in, nobody on base. And here's the pitch. And that's a liner into right center field. Bradley hits that one all the way to the wall. He rounds first, heading for second. He has a stand-up double here with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. And Paxton is starting to struggle a bit here. He's going to face Bogaerts now with 1 out, the runner in scoring position. 1 ball count to Bogaerts. Here it comes. That's a grounder up the middle. Second baseman has it. Throw to first, and that is out number 2. On that play, Bradley advances to third, so Ozuna is going to bat with 2 outs and a runner 90 feet away. First pitch to Ozuna. Here it comes. And Ozuna grounds to third. Oh, and the third baseman kicks it. The third baseman kicks it. There is no play. Estrada is charged with an error. Bradley comes home to score, and the game is now 8-4. Ozuna reaches on the error, and now Bryant is batting with 2 outs and 1 man on. Bryant is 1 for 3 with a home run already today. First pitch to Bryant. There's a pickoff throw to first, and Ozuna is caught sleeping over at first. He is picked off for the 3rd out of the inning. That is just a depressing way to have the inning end. Cubs score twice. The Yankees lead is now 8-4. Bottom of the 7th inning, Zach Britton will continue to pitch. He'll face Torres, Estrada, and Judge here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 ball count, Britton working, and that's a pop-up to left. It's deep, but playable. On the track, Ozuna makes the catch for out number 1. Estrada now batting. 1 out, nobody on. 1 strike count to Estrada. Here's the pitch. Grounder to third. Bryant has it. Throws to first, and look at that. We finally executed a ground ball out on the infield. Judge now batting. 2 outs, nobody on. And a full count pitch to Judge. Here it comes. That is ball 4 outside. And he judged that pitch correctly and drew the walk. So now Sanchez is batting, and he is going to face Sammy T. Sam Tuavelala is going to come into pitch. He's thrown 16 innings, 8 walks, 14 strikeouts, and a 5.63 ERA. He comes in with 1 on, 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 count. There's a grounder up the middle. Bogaerts has it, but he does not make the throw to first. Once that ball got over the mound, it was going to be a tough play, and that is another infield single for the Yankees. Cubs' infield defense has really struggled to convert ground balls into outs in this game. 2 outs now, 2 men on. Sammy T pitching to Luke Voigt in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 strike count to Voigt. Here's the pitch. And that's popped up. That's going to be playable. Bogaerts calls off Happ, and he makes the grab for out number 3. Well, the Yankees threaten but do not score. They strand 2. We go to the top of the 8th. It is 8-4 New York. Chris Bryant now batting for the Cubs. He comes up. He was actually up already when Ozuna got picked off first. Now he's up with nobody on, leading off the top of the 8th. 2-2 count to Bryant. Here's the pitch. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3. Paxton records punch out number... Well, we're not sure what strikeout that is, but he struck out Bryant, and that apparently is the last batter he's going to face. Bryant has struck out 3 times in today's game. Paxton leads the game, 7 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 strikeouts, and 2 home runs allowed. Ken Giles has been brought in to relieve for the Yankees. He's going to face Horner, Happ, and Santana here in the top of the 8th inning. Giles, 29 innings, struck out 44 and walked 9 so far this season. And there's a grounder to third off the bat of Horner. The throw goes to first, and that is out number 2. Happ now batting, stepping in from the left side against the righty Giles, with 2 outs in the top of the 8th inning. 0-2 count to Happ. Giles looking in, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Happ is sent packing. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It is 8-4 New York. Andahar facing Sam Tuivailala here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Full count pitch from Sammy T. Here is the pitch. Strike 3 called. Got him looking at the fastball at 96. Holder now coming up with 1 out, nobody on. 1-1 count to Holder. And there's a grounder to short. Bogarts has it, throws to first for out number 2. We go to the next batter with 2 outs, nobody on. Gardner coming up for the Yankees. 1 ball count, and here's the pitch. Grounder to second. Happ has it, throws to first, and that retires the side. Top of the 9th coming up. It is 8-4 New York. Cubs have 3 outs to try to tie this game, and they're going to face the lefty Aroldis Chapman. Chapman has thrown 26 in the 3rd innings this year, 10 walks, 40 strikeouts, and a 4.44 ERA. Chapman will face Santana, Tauschman, and Fegley here in the top of the 9th inning. 1 ball count. Chapman, 16 for 18 in save opportunities, facing Santana. Here's the pitch. And Santana grounds that one to first. Voit has it. The throw goes to first, and Santana's retired for out number 1. Tauschman coming up. He comes up 1-3 on the day with 1 out, nobody on. Full count pitch from Chapman. Here it comes. That is ball 4, low and in. Chapman loses him with the base on balls, and now Fegley is batting. This feels like a spot where there should be a pinch hitter, but apparently Fegley is going to bat for himself since he already has a home run today. Fegley facing Chapman with 1 out, 1 man on. 0-2 pitch. Chapman working. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That was a slider at 88. And Fegley really had no shot at that one. Bradley now batting. 2 outs, 1 man on. Bradley, very familiar with Chapman from his time with the Red Sox. Waiting for the 0-2 pitch. Chapman delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Well, Chapman closes out the game, and the Yankees win 8-4. Cubs got 4 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. Yankees got 8 runs on 9 hits with 1 error. And the Yankees are victorious. They improved to 49-33, while the Cubs dropped to 40-43. The player of the game is the Yankees' Aaron Judge. He managed to go 2 for 3 with 4 RBIs and 2 runs scored, and hit 2 home runs in today's game. Those are home runs number 23 and 24 for him on the season. James Paxton gets the win. He goes to 6-0, 7 1/3 innings, 9 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned, 6 strikeouts, 2 home runs allowed, while Yu Darvish suffers a loss, dropping to 4-7. He threw 5 innings, 3 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them are earned, 3 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Cubs bullpen wasn't quite so invincible today, allowing 4 runs to score in the later innings. Nick Birdie, injured, diagnosis pending. We do not know what his status is at this time. And Giancarlo Stanton has soreness in his groin, and he will be day-to-day for 1 week. Well, thank you for watching Replacement Player Baseball.